Last week, the lyrical miracle spiritual individual Eminem released his 11th studio album titled Kamikaze, something nobody expected due to the fact he released it without hyping it up at all. Eminem's last few projects weren't amazing to say the least, so I was a little worried prior to listening. Going into detail, I was expecting something like his last album, Revival, very lackluster and uninspiring with a few gems like Offended or River. And for the most part, Kamikaze is pretty much that. The entire album is a clusterfuck of different sounds Emma's decided can fit in one album. However, the cool thing about this project that I really enjoy and that I think M got down pat this time was the beat switch-ups. In tracks like Lucky You, Normal, Not Alike, and Fact 2, Fall, there are what I call proper switch-ups. Now, what I mean by proper switch-ups is that the song continues without a stop or change in the BPM. Unlike the first switch-up in Sicko Mode by Travis Scott or the chorus in Offended, these tracks remain fluid. This, in my opinion, works well for M because it provides a better listening experience for his audience. That's kinda where the good things end, with a few exceptions. The album was basically Eminem pissed off that people didn't like his last album. Lyrically, it's not that amazing either, with cuts like, "Why you always need a lecture? My ex hates to talk, she's a texter. She don't wanna see me with other females out. I tell that bitch to beat it, take the scenic route." These are both from the same verse on the 5th track, Normal. That's not all he has to offer though. In the bar-heavy opening track titled The Ringer, Eminem goes at the wave of Lil rappers saying, "Lil Pump, Lil Xan, imitate Lil Wayne. I should aim at everybody in the game, pick a name." M starts the album off with a banger, going off on everyone and their mothers. Funny thing about this track, M says, and I quote, "Do you have any idea how much I hate this choppy flow?" Ironically, that's the flow he uses for the rest of the album. Moving on, other tracks that stood out to me were Greatest, Lucky You feat Joyner, and Not Alike feat Royce. These tracks are special to me because M, despite hating triplet flows, manages to kill them better than 99.9% of other rappers. Joyner's part on Lucky You was solid, and so was Royce on Not Alike. Those two songs also have really solid beat switch-ups that almost go unnoticed. Other than those, the rest of the album was nothing different than what he's already tried on Revival, excluding Good Guy because I really don't know what the fuck that was. Overall, it wasn't a bad listen. M continues to make solid music into his 40s and is showing no signs of slowing down. Despite not being as lyrical or original as he used to be, he's still making very advanced music and still out-rapping pretty much everyone in the game. I don't really think there's much to improve at this point. I think if he didn't heavily rely on a triplet flow, he could satisfy more of his audience and also have some more diversity in his music. Otherwise, that's kinda it. 6 out of 10, better than Revival.